In this lesson, we're going to see some of the most important advanced words in English and how to use them effectively. These words can be extremely useful if you're taking an international exam like IELTS or TOEFL, for example, or if you just want to increase your vocabulary. The most common advanced adjectives in English for levels C1 and C2. We're going to see synonyms, pronunciation, collocations, and examples. This is part 1 and it's going to cover 80 words. Let's start from 4 adjectives to describe the word important. So instead of using the word important, you can also use the word crucial, for example. Pronunciation, crucial, crucial. Let's see some collocations here. Crucial decision and crucial moment. Example, it is crucial to address this issue before the meeting. Now, let's see another word that also means important. It's vital. Vital. Collocations, vital role, vital information. Of course, there are other collocations you can use. These are just 2 of the most common ones. Example, good nutrition is vital for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And we can also see the word maintaining here as meaning keeping. So you could say keeping or maintaining, right? Good nutrition is vital for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Let's see a third word that also means important. It's significant. Significant. Collocations, significant impact, significant discovery. Example, the discovery of the new planet is significant for scientific research. Now, another word that also means important, it's essential. Pronunciation, essential, essential. Collocations, essential skills, essential task. Example, time management is essential for a successful career. Now, let's take a look at other words that are connected to the word big. Instead of saying big, we could also say enormous. Enormous. Collocations, enormous size, enormous impact. Let's take a look at an example. The storm caused enormous damage to the coastal towns. Another word that also means big, actually it means very big, okay? These words, they mean extremely big, enormous, and gigantic. It's the second one. Gigantic, gigantic. Let's see some collocations. Gigantic building and gigantic project. Example, the new skyscraper is gigantic compared to its neighbors. Now, another word that also means very big, it's immense. Immense. Collocations, immense power, immense strength. Example, the ocean appears immense from the shore. Another word, massive. Massive. Massive construction, massive investment, a very big construction, a very big investment. Example, the company made a massive investment in renewable energy. Now, let's take a look at words that are similar to small. Tiny, the word tiny means very, very small. Tiny detail, tiny house. For example, there is a tiny crack in the wall that needs repairing. Another word that means small is petite. The word petite comes from French, but it's also used in English. You could say petite dress, for example, or petite figure. Example, she wore a beautiful petite dress for the event. The word minute, pronunciation minute, minute. Be careful not to get confused here with minute, okay? The word minute, it's the word we use when you're talking about time, but here, this word is pronounced minute, and this is the adjective meaning that it's something very small. For example, a minute detail or a minute difference, a very small difference, a minute difference. For example, the minute details of the artwork were astounding. Okay, astounding, very excellent, an excellent adjective to use here if you're taking a test or if you want to show your C1 or C2 advanced skills. You can use this word here too, astounding, meaning very impressive. Compact. Compact, also meaning small. For example, compact car, compact design. The car is small and compact, perfect for city driving. Now, let's see words connected to fast. Instead of fast, you could say rapid, rapid, rapid growth, rapid response. For example, the rapid advancements in technology have reshaped the industry. Swift, swift, swift action, swift decision. The swift decision-making skills impressed the team. Now, two more words connected to fast. Quick, quick, quick solution, quick response. Example, he gave a quick response to the email. Speedy, speedy. Speedy recovery, speedy service. For example, a speedy recovery is expected after the surgery. Now, let's take a look at slow. Which other words can you use instead of slow? More formal words in English. Languid is one of them. Pronunciation, languid, languid. Languid pace, languid afternoon. For example, the summer afternoons were languid with hardly a breeze in the air. Another word is sluggish, also meaning slow. Sluggish, sluggish, sluggish response, sluggish progress. For example, the website was sluggish, making it difficult to complete the transaction. Leisurely, leisurely, also meaning something very slow, at a very slow pace. Leisurely breakfast, for example, and leisurely walk. They enjoyed a leisurely breakfast on the terrace. Tardy, tardy, or in British English, tardy, tardy. Tardy delivery, tardy arrival. The tardy delivery affected the schedule of the entire project. Happy. Now, let's take a look at 4 new words here connected to the word happy. And they mean extremely happy, just like elated, for example. The word elated means very happy. Elated mood, elated response. For example, she was elated after hearing the good news about her promotion. Joyful also means very happy. Joyful. Joyful occasion, joyful celebration. The children were joyful as they played in the park. Ecstatic, pronunciation, ecstatic, or in British English, ecstatic, ecstatic. Ecstatic joy, ecstatic reaction. For example, the fans were ecstatic after their team won the championship. Content, be careful with this one here, okay? Because you probably know the word content, but the word content means something that you make, something that you create, right? You create content for a video or for a book, for example. But in this case, it's not that content. Here, the pronunciation is content, okay? Content, which means slightly happy, kind of happy, content, all right? So it's not content, here it's content. For example, content with life, content feeling. For example, he felt content with his achievements in life. Now, let's take a look at words connected to sad. Melancholy, melancholy, or in American English, melancholy. We have melancholy mood, melancholy feeling as collocations, and an example that I got here is, the film's ending had a melancholy tone that left the audience in silence. Mournful in British English, mournful, or in American English, mournful. Mournful, meaning very, very sad. Mournful expression, mournful music. For example, his mournful expression showed how deeply he felt the loss. Now, sorrowful, sorrowful, sorrowful face, sorrowful story. The news of her passing made everyone feel sorrowful, made everyone feel very sad, very sorrowful. Dismal, dismal, also meaning very, very sad. Dismal, dismal weather, dismal news, like not very nice news, not very happy news, right? Just the opposite. The weather was dismal with continuous rain and wind. Now, let's take a look at words connected to angry, more formal words to describe when something or someone is angry. Irate, irate, irate customer, a very angry customer, an irate customer, irate response. For example, she became irate when she found out her report had been lost. Furious, furious, furious protest and furious reaction. For example, he was furious when his colleague took credit for his idea. Very angry. So he was very angry. He was furious. Enraged, also meaning very angry. Enraged. Enraged crowd, enraged reaction. For example, the unfair decision enraged the players and their supporters. Incensed, incensed, incensed protest and incensed by the decision. For example, he was incensed by the unjust treatment of his team. Now, let's take a look at 4 adjectives connected to the word good. You can say excellent, excellent performance, excellent work. For example, her performance was excellent, exceeding all expectations. Superb, superb, or in British English, superb, superb. Superb quality, superb service, or in American English, superb quality, superb service. For example, the chef prepared a superb meal for the guests. A very good meal, a superb meal for the guests. 2 more words that mean very good. Exceptional, exceptional, exceptional talent, exceptional performance. For example, his exceptional talent was recognized by the jury. Outstanding also means extremely good. Outstanding, outstanding achievement, outstanding student. For example, the student received an award for her outstanding academic achievements. Now, let's take a look at 4 more adjectives connected to the word bad. Atrocious, atrocious, it means very bad, extremely bad. Atrocious, atrocious behavior, atrocious conditions. For example, the movie had an atrocious plot and the acting was even worse. Abysmal, abysmal, abysmal performance, abysmal failure. For example, the team's performance was abysmal in the final match of the season. Terrible, meaning very bad. Terrible, terrible situation, terrible accident. For example, the weather was terrible, making the journey difficult. Dreadful, dreadful, dreadful news, dreadful experience. For example, the news of the accident was dreadful, leaving everyone shocked. Rich. Which other words in English can you use instead of rich? Let's take a look at them. Wealthy, wealthy, wealthy family, wealthy businessman. For example, he came from a wealthy family and had access to the best education. Affluent, affluent, also means very rich. Affluent, affluent neighborhood, affluent lifestyle. For example, they live in an affluent neighborhood on the outskirts of the city. And the word here, outskirts, it means the suburbs. It's another formal word that you can use if you want to replace, if you don't want to say the word suburbs, you can also say outskirts, the outskirts of the city. So affluent, another adjective to describe very rich. Let's take a look at 2 more of them. Opulent, opulent, opulent mansion, opulent surroundings, very rich mansion, very rich surroundings. For example, the opulent decorations in the palace were breathtaking. Loaded, loaded, loaded with cash, loaded with assets. For example, He was loaded with cash after selling his company for millions. Poor, poor. Let's take a look at 4 more adjectives to talk about poor. Impoverished. Impoverished means extremely poor. Impoverished community, impoverished family. For example, the impoverished community lacked basic resources like clean water. Destitute also means very poor, extremely poor. Destitute, destitute, destitute conditions, destitute family. Many people were left destitute after the flood devastated their homes. And the word here, devastated, the verb, it can also mean here destroyed. So you could say destroyed or devastated. Or so they left the families destitute. Another word meaning poor, needy. For example, needy people. So poor people, needy children. Example, they started a charity to help the needy in their local area. In that case here, the needy here, it's a noun, okay? Needy, needy people, needy here, it's an adjective. Needy children is adjective, but in the example here, the needy, when you say the needy, this is a noun, the needy. So it means needy people, right? Needy people in their local area. Bankrupt, bankrupt. We usually use this word when we're talking about business. Bankrupt company, bankrupt business. For example, the company went bankrupt after years of poor management. So the company was left with no money. The company went bankrupt. Smart. Which other words can you use instead of smart? Let's take a look at them. Intelligent. Intelligent decision, intelligent system. For example, the intelligent system was able to solve complex problems in seconds. Clever. Clever. Clever idea, clever solution. She had a clever solution to the problem that no one else had thought of. Bright, bright, a bright student, bright future. She's a bright student and is likely to graduate with honors. Sharp, sharp also means intelligent and smart. Sharp, usually used with mind and analysis. So sharp mind, sharp analysis. Let's take a look at an example here. He has a sharp mind that quickly understands complex concepts. Stupid. Which other words can you use instead of stupid? More formal words to talk about it. Dull is one of them. Dull. Dull response, dull idea. The discussion was dull with no insights shared. Foolish, foolish, foolish decision, foolish behavior. For example, it was a foolish decision to invest all his money in a single stock. Ignorant, ignorant meaning that the person doesn't know about something, but it could also mean stupid or foolish. Ignorant remark, ignorant attitude can also be used. For example, his ignorant remarks about the issue upset many people. Unwise. You probably know the word wise, meaning intelligent. So the word unwise means the opposite of intelligence. Unwise choice, unwise decision. So really a not good choice, not good decision. For example, choosing to skip the meeting was an unwise decision. Now, how about beautiful? Which other words can we use to talk about beautiful? You can say gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous view, gorgeous dress. You can also use the word gorgeous to talk about people too. She wore a gorgeous dress to the wedding. Stunning, stunning, stunning scenery, stunning appearance. For example, the sunset over the mountains was absolutely stunning. Exquisite, exquisite also means very beautiful. Exquisite, exquisite taste, exquisite craftsmanship. These are very common collocations with the word exquisite. The necklace was made with exquisite craftsmanship. And we also have radiant, radiant, radiant smile, radiant beauty. Her radiant beauty lit up the entire room. Now, how about ugly? Which other words can you use to talk about ugly. Repulsive means very ugly, extremely ugly. Repulsive. Repulsive behavior, repulsive appearance. The repulsive odor coming from the garbage was unbearable. Unattractive. Unattractive. Unattractive feature, unattractive personality. His unattractive personality made it difficult for him to make friends. Hideous. Hideous also means very ugly. Hideous design, hideous appearance. For example, the house was painted in hideous colors that no one liked. Disgusting. Disgusting. Disgusting food, disgusting smell. The disgusting smell of rotting food filled the kitchen. Now let's talk about other words to talk about easy. You can say effortless or effortless, effortless. For example, effortless task, effortless victory. For example, he completed the challenge with effortless ease. Simple, you can just say simple. Simple solution, simple task. The instructions were simple and the assembly took no time at all. Straightforward. Straightforward, it means direct, right? Simple, easy, direct, or you can say direct or direct. Straightforward. Straightforward answer, straightforward process. Her explanation was straightforward and easy to understand. Uncomplicated. Uncomplicated. Uncomplicated task, uncomplicated situation. For example, the process was uncomplicated, requiring only a few steps. Hard. Which other words can you use? You can say difficult. For example, difficult decision, difficult challenge. The exam was difficult, but she managed to pass it. Arduous. Arduous. Arduous task, arduous journey, a very hard, very difficult task or journey. For example, the hike up the mountain was an arduous journey that took all day. Tough, tough, tough decision, tough times. So it also means hard. A hard decision, hard times. The team faced tough times, but eventually overcame the challenges. Strenuous, strenuous, strenuous exercise, strenuous work. For example, he engaged in strenuous exercise every morning to stay fit. Clean. Let's see other words that mean clean. Pristine, pristine, pristine condition, pristine environment. It means something very new and very clean. For example, the park was kept in pristine condition, free of litter. Litter here, it means garbage. So free of garbage or free of litter or litter in American English. Spotless. Spotless. It means with no spot. Very, very clean, with not even a single spot. Spotless. Spotless house, spotless reputation. For example, her house was spotless after she cleaned it thoroughly. Immaculate. Immaculate. Immaculate appearance, immaculate room. His suit was immaculate, with no wrinkles or stains. Very, very clean. Sterile, or in American English, you can say sterile. So you can say sterile or sterile. It means it has no bacteria, there's nothing dirty, it's completely clean. Sterile environment, sterile equipment. For example, the operating room must be sterile to prevent infection, or it must be sterile to prevent infection. Dirty. Now let's take a look at the last part here. Words that mean dirty. You can say filthy. Filthy, it means extremely dirty. extremely dirty, really, really dirty. It's filthy. Filthy room, filthy environment. The children's room was filthy, covered in toys and clothes. Grimy also means dirty. Grimy, grimy hands, grimy windows. For example, after working on the car, his hands were grimy and covered in grease. Messy, messy, messy hair, messy desk. Her desk was messy, with papers and books scattered everywhere. Unkempt, unkempt, it's our last word here, meaning dirty. Unkempt appearance, unkempt hair. For example, his unkempt appearance suggested he had been working all day. Remember not to use too many advanced words, neither in your speech nor in your writing. The most important thing is to sound natural and fluent, but not too formal. Come to the end. Congratulations for reaching it down to here. Remember to write down the new words, read them out loud, and make sentences using them. If you do this, you're going to remember these words much better. So it's a very good way to memorize new words. When you listen to them, you write them down, read them out loud, and make new sentences using them. So goodbye for now, and see you in our next video.